We have information for all the updates for 2026 for the Ford Bronco. Let's take a look at what those changes are and really look at the state of the Bronco overall. Before we really get into this, we do have a video breaking down all the trim levels and all the differences of every possible model of the 2025 Ford Bronco. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen this. There's going to be largely carryover from the 2025 model, but there are some key differences and a whole new addition. So let's get into it. So first, let's go over this article on BroncoNation.com. This was posted by Laura. Shout out Laura. So we can see the base price dipped slightly on a couple models, stayed the same on the Raptor, went down on the Strop. For the most part, pricing is going to be within about $800, either up or down, depending on the model. The Strop edition, which I don't know if that was even popular with many Bronco buyers, but it was previously a two-door only. Now it's a four-door only. So I don't know what the thinking is there. Obviously, the four-door models are a little more popular and sell a little better. But I think with the hardcore enthusiasts, like the people that would be interested in the Strop edition, having it go from two doors to four doors might be the wrong move. But the price did also go down like quite a bit. Some different colors. So Eruption Green Metallic has been retired, along with Azure Gray Metallic Tricoat and Robin's Egg Blue. Robin's Egg Blue is a very cool color. I thought the Heritage editions in the Robin's Egg Blue were sweet. New colors are Wimbledon White and Avalanche. Avalanche barred from Ford's trucks will be available in all trims except the Strop, and when a package doesn't allow it, like on the 60th edition. Okay, this is interesting. So on the topic of colors, the four-door Badlands just got one of its most interesting updates: the ability to mix and match dozens of body colors and painted roofs. 37 combinations in total. Okay, I could see that being real clashy, depending on what color top. I could see the benefit, like if you run a business and you're using a Bronco for like promotional stuff, if you could do your company colors. Outside of that, I mean, I guess if you want like a white roof, that's cool. Product updates. New A-pillar grab handles, first seen on the 2026 60th anniversary package. So yeah, now there's A-pillar grab handles on the Bronco. Sasquatch package wheels are now called matte black alloy instead of carbonized gray alloy, but the design remains the same. Big Ben's black diamond package will now have steel wheels instead of aluminum. The only other cosmetic change listed in the order guide: Big Ben loses its leather gear shift knob. So a little cost cutting there. Mechanically, the Heritage Edition can now be ordered with the 10-speed automatic transmission paired with the 2.3-liter engine instead of forcing customers up to the 2.7-liter. Okay, some more flexibility there. The 60th anniversary package, I have an article from Ford we'll go over in just a second, so we won't talk too much about that. Stabilizer bar disconnect. The front stabilizer bar disconnect, standard on Badlands up to this point. It's now optional on the trim when the Sasquatch isn't selected. So if you select the Sasquatch package, you automatically get the stabilizer bar disconnect. Otherwise, it's a $1,305 option. So that's kind of interesting. I guess if you don't get the Sasquatch package because you're planning to do like an aftermarket lift on your own, you can add the stabilizer bar disconnect from the factory, which previously it was standard. 1 year of Ford connectivity package is included, and a one-time purchase for 7 years can be optional. Miscellaneous changes: dealer installed options, 17-inch magnetic gray, mid-gloss painted alloy wheels, 35-inch spare tire cover for the 60th anniversary edition, battery jumpstart kit, and a branded toolkit. Okay, other items that have changed include the loss of rear carpet floor mats in the Outer Banks and Badlands, and no universal garage door opener. Finally, the GOAT modes for Badlands are listed as Normal, Eco, Slippery, Off-Road, Sport, Rock, Crawl, and Baja. Currently, Badlands has mud ruts and sand, and no Sport from the factory. All right, yeah, so let's look at that 60th anniversary edition. 2026 Bronco 60th anniversary package celebrates heritage, built wild capability. On August 11th, 1965, Ford introduced the Bronco and coined the phrase sport utility. I guess that's true. I don't have no way to verify that. Over the past 6 decades, Bronco has redefined what an SUV can be with its capability and off-road performance. Now Ford is celebrating that pioneering role with the 2026 Bronco 60th anniversary package. The Bronco 60th anniversary package blends bolder colors and accents in the cabin, timeless visuals on the exterior, and the same uncompromising off-road capability owners expect. Also, customers can enjoy a built wild SUV that's fit for any lifestyle. Bronco 60th anniversary package starts with the Outer Banks series. Okay, so it's based on the Outer Banks trim with a standard 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder or an optional 2.7 liter. Only available with the Sasquatch package, which adds an advanced 4x4 system with high clearance suspension, more aggressive final drive ratio, and electronic locking front and rear differentials. This celebratory Bronco features 35-inch Goodyear rugged terrain tires, matched with unique new 17-inch gravity gray alloy wheels, a contrasting vermilion red center cap with a bucking Bronco logo in the middle, and 1966, the model year of the first production Broncos on the outside ring. So Bronco going heavy on the heritage as they have been. I mean, I feel like the old Bronco model itself is kind of heritage. Also like a Jeep Wrangler, right? They've always got like 1941 on stuff. So mirroring the Jeep a little bit there, but its own kind of flavor. The wheel design and the contrasting vermilion red center cap harken back to the original hubcaps on the 1966 Bronco. A new grille draws inspiration from the original design, but it pairs with warm alloy paint and a modern vermilion red Bronco lettering. Wimbledon white, a historic Ford color available on the original Bronco, is available with a matching roof. Customers can select a contrasting ruby red body with a Wimbledon white roof as well. Vermilion red graphic on the body side starts at the front with the Bronco 60th anniversary logo, while prominent 60th anniversary badging, inspired by the same classic, not even to try to pronounce that word, badging found on the Mustang 60th anniversary package, sits on the fenders and leaves little doubt about this special Bronco's provenance. And as with all Broncos, the Ford design team has hidden an Easter egg or two for this special edition package. Premium touches. The Bronco 60th anniversary package has the style and capability owners expect, but it's bringing a richer, more premium cabin experience to market too, with the combination of ebony leather upholstery on the seat outers and bolsters, along with alpine leather inserts and embossed 60th anniversary logos on the seat back. So we can see kind of some pictures here. That does look pretty nice and pretty premium. It is based on the Outer Banks, so a little more luxury oriented features to begin with. Alpine marine grade vinyl armrests add to the experience, and Alpine stitching on the leather topped dash pairs well with Bronco red accents on the instrument panel and grab handles. The 60th anniversary package adds a standard wheelbase length running boards to aid ingress and egress. It also introduces a new A-pillar mounted grab handles available in all 2026 Bronco models, as we mentioned earlier. And at the rear, new hard center rear tire cover finished in a Wimbledon white and featuring a vermilion red Bronco word mark introduces a more premium look to the rear of the vehicle, as does a matte black Ford badge on the tailgate. Okay, so you get that hard wheel cover, special Bronco badge. It's looking pretty upscale. So the 2026 Bronco is live on Ford's website. Looks like the configurator is all set up and everything. Not a ton of differences here. This was something I missed. I don't know if this is new. New Bronco buyers and lessees get exclusive access to Bronco off-rodeo experiences, the ultimate and practical training for your vehicle's most advanced capabilities. You've got the 60th anniversary that they're highlighting here. As we mentioned, the roof colors can be mixed and matched with the body colors. So you can choose anything you want. We might have to play around in the configurator a little bit. 4-door strobe edition, as we mentioned. So previously only 2 doors, now it's only 4 doors. So for trim levels for 2026, doesn't look like a ton has changed here. Still got the base. We've got the Big Bend with the available Black Diamond package. Remember last year, the Black Diamond went from being its own trim level to just being a package that you add on to the Big Bend. The Outer Banks, Badlands, Heritage Edition, that Strobe Edition that's only available as the 4-door, and then the Bronco Raptor. So it looks like now the only 2 trim levels you can get in a 2-door are going to be the base and the Badlands, especially with the Strobe Edition being now only 4-door. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know the 4-door sells a lot better, but I know for a lot of the enthusiasts, some of you prefer the 2-door. 37 possible color combinations, as we mentioned. Yeah, let's try this out. Let's build and price one. Let's go with like an Outer Banks. I want to see this. Okay, maybe it's not on the Outer Banks. Badlands. Ah, there we go. Roof color. Okay, so it gives us the option for, okay, we have to add the hard top. Hard top's $3,195. So it looks like maybe it's just on the Badlands you can change that color. You can do marsh gray, carbonized gray metallic, velocity blue, ruby red, desert sand. Look, I don't know if personally if I would choose one of these colors, an extra color available on the hard top, but I appreciate that they give you the option. So there's these updates for the 2026 Bronco, but there's still a bunch of 2025 models I know that are still available. I'm curious to see exactly how much. So let's take a look at some inventory numbers here, and let's see what we're really looking at. So looking at, this is a nationwide search on Car Gurus. We're looking at Ford Broncos. Let's see. So this is just all new Ford Broncos. There's 30,193 results nationwide, and that's for all years from 2022 to 2026. Let's change this to 2025, see what happens. We've still got 30,063 results, so there are very few of the 2026s that are posted. I assume those are just dealers like getting in front of it in case somebody's searching a 2026 and wants to like pre-order one. Maybe they'll go through that dealer, but yeah, 30,000 available units that are 2025 and older. I think there's even some older ones on here. Let's see. Yeah, 2024. I mean, less so, right? But 430 still. 2024 is still available. I mean, these are obviously discounted quite a bit, but still, man, you still got there's a 2023 right there. There's a new 2023 Bronco for sale. Only like 10,000 off MSRP. I think I'd want a little bit more. Well, that is the Wild Track trim. That's a good one. So I don't know. Looking at the updates for the 2026 Bronco and then looking at the inventory that still exists of 2025 models, obviously these are not huge updates that we're seeing for 2026, but I don't know. What do you guys think? We got a lot of comments on the 2025 Bronco video that I mentioned earlier, talking about the Bronco being overpriced, which, yeah, it can get up there, especially Bronco Raptor. Like you're talking close to 100,000, depending on options that you're picking there, plus dealer add-ons and all that stuff. So I mean, these are not cheap cars, and we're seeing all the rumblings with the car market and everything right now, anyways, with delinquent payments being at record highs. 1 in 5 drivers has a car payment over $1,000 a month, right? Which would be very easy to get over $1,000 a month with any of these Broncos. So I don't know. My personal thought is, look, the 2026 updates aren't that significant unless you're dying to have a 4-door stroke edition or the 60th anniversary edition or the a different color hard top mixed with a different body color. There's not a ton there to really justify. I would maybe go look at a 2024 Wild Track right now, right? Like get in some of these discounts. I don't know how much realistically they're discounting. They're advertising like 10,000 off MSRP on some of these. So there are probably some deals to be had on older Broncos. The 2026 updates, I think, maybe less consequential, but I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, and remember, life's too short to drive a base model.